You guys, welcome to a little bit of a different video. As it is Christmas Day, I'm just going to do a quick 15 would you rather questions. Apparently they're the hardest on the internet, so let's get banging straight through them. So number one is, would you rather live one life that lasts 1,000 years, so be the oldest person ever, obviously your family that you're born with will die, or live 10 lives that last 100 years each? It's not really that special though. I know it's really cool living 10 different lives, but that 1,000 years, if you're born into a really poor family 10 times, in 100 years, are you going to get much richer? Probably not. In 1,000 years, you're going to be really rich, and you're going to be the oldest person ever. So I think I'd go for that one, just to be the oldest person ever. You'd learn a lot in those 1,000 years, and it's like watching a history program, isn't it? You think like 1,000 years from now, backwards, it's completely different. So that would be a really nice experience if you did actually last 1,000 years. So number two is, would you rather use eye drops made of vinegar or toilet paper made from sandpaper? I don't actually use eye drops, so it's not really going to be that one. So I'd probably go for that one because I never need eye drops. But if I ever do, vinegar is really painful in the eye. So I think I'd go for the toilet paper one because, I don't know, you got sandpaper, but both sides isn't sandpaper. Like, you got the really okay-ish papery side of sandpaper, so you could always use that side if need be. But if you have to use the rough bit, it would hurt like the first 10 times, and then after that it'd be alright, so I'd probably go for that. Number three is, would you rather live without elbows or without knees? I don't know, like, I'm not the best of walkers anyway, so I think without knees wouldn't really damage me much more, but I do like to play football, and without knees you wouldn't be able to play football. It's completely unachievable. But the problem is, without elbows, you think, like, your arms are constantly like this. There's something you can't really do without elbows, so I'm probably going to go for elbows, because you'd probably get around it, and I'd like to play football and walk normal, but we can all dream. Would you rather have to sneeze but not able to, or have something stuck in your eye for an entire year? I'd have to go for the sneezing, because something stuck in your eye, that'd be really annoying, just constantly having it there. So yeah, I didn't actually do the last two because they were really bad, really boring questions. And number seven is, would you rather have a dragon or be a dragon? I'd rather be a dragon. I can fly, I can spit fire. If it's a proper dragon, obviously a Komodo dragon, they're not that good. So yeah, if it's a really cool dragon, then yeah, but if it's a boring dragon, then I just have it there, sat doing stuff. You see, number 8 is quite an interesting one. Would you rather secretly have sex with a goat, or have everyone think you had sex with a goat but you didn't? Obviously the second one, you just wouldn't want to stick it in a goat. So yeah, and eventually they'd get bored. They wouldn't just constantly go, oh, you had sex with a goat, because it would just die out. So number 9 is, would you rather have hair nowhere on your body, so completely bald, no eyelashes and whatever, or be very hairy all over and not be able to shave? I'd probably be bald, because then at least you can get a wig and stuff like that. With the very hairy one, yeah, it's not going to be that comfortable, and you'll be a big, like, abominable snowman thing. The number 11 is, would you rather be able to read, which is like everyone else, or would you be able to read minds? Obviously you'd pick read minds, because you just hire someone to read you stuff out, and then you can read minds and you can be the most powerful person in the world. So yeah, I'll go for that one. Would you rather be able to speak fluently every language in the world, or be the best in the world at something of your choosing? That's a tough one, because like, you could speak to everyone then, and that'd be really cool. But like, I'd just be the best footballer in the world, and you get millions of pounds, and you could just learn the languages you want anyway, so I'll just pick that one. Number 13 is, would you rather be in prison for 5 years in solitary confinement, or not ever go to prison and not ever become rich? What's the definition of rich though? Like, is it over 100 grand? Is it over 1 million? I don't know. Like, normal, I'd say if I can earn 100 grand a year, I'd be happy with that, and I'd never have to go to prison. I wouldn't want to go to prison, so yeah, I just don't want to go to prison. Number 14 is, would you rather wear a snowsuit in the desert or be naked in the Antarctic? You see, you'd probably die from being naked in the Antarctic, but you'd like sweat to death and probably pass out in the desert in the snowsuit. I'd probably go for the snowsuit, because then at least you lose a bit of weight. In the Antarctic, you'd probably just freeze to death. So yeah, I'll go for the desert. And the final question is, would you rather change the past or be able to see the future? Definitely see the future, because like the time space continuum thing, like there's a book basically where someone goes back in time, kills Hitler, and then there's actually someone worse than Hitler, and they do win the Second World War for Germany, and yeah, the world's not as good. So yeah, I'll just see into the future, because then you can just put bets on stuff. You can just go, yeah, they're going to win the league this season, put £1 billion on it, and yeah, you'd be really rich. So that's those would you rather questions. If you want to leave some comments down below on some questions that are probably a little bit hard, I wouldn't say these are that hard, they're quite easy when you logically think about it. So yeah, I want to see what you guys can come up with in the comment section down below. If you want to leave a like rating as well, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Merry Christmas everyone, hopefully you have a lovely day. Subscribe if you are new to the channel, and see you soon. Bye.